College football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the ECU Pirates and the Iowa State Cyclones. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, I did check in with the Pirates head coach pregame. This is a great opportunity for his squad. The Big 12, known for their strong defense and their wide-open offense, he expects his guys to be upset-minded today. One play at a time, do your job, and who knows what can happen. We'll keep you posted on how things are vibing down here on the field here in this big matchup. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Pirates will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Out of the gun to give to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Cyclones have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The pull and throw off the RPO. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Fires to the middle. Hits the open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the tight end. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
They'll leave it with him. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Williams. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And it's decision time on this first drive, and I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation, trying to get points on this drive, establish yourself, be aggressive here on this 4th down.
Fourth down, Williams. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Scrambling away. Throwing on the run. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa State.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his guys downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Williams looking for a man. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Right back to him on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Grabbed along the sideline. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect play to wrap up the 1st quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Iowa State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a... There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Williams. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost, and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break. He broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams on target, and they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Looks as if we have an injured Cyclone on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Crossing the 30, he's got a lane. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. It's Williams again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Throwing, Williams. This time on target. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. The give from the gun. Inside the 15. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Williams to throw. He's got the tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the move. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first.
Going for the big play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Williams. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Pirates. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Demon Deacons coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
The Pirates will get things started here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Williams. That pass is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Williams will pass. Unloads to the right. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4 downs.
And the Pirates decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Offense changing the play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run to the right. And they're able to make the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got an open man. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, this quarterback is dynamic, and it's because of his speed. You see it in the run game, but also when he decides to extend the play, scramble, and just buy himself time. Defense can't keep up with him as he's able to find that completion for the 1st.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it again. Touchdown, Cyclones! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Throwing, Williams unloads to the wideout. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Motion from the wide receiver. Williams looking for a man. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Third down from the gun. Williams throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
A lot of offensive coaches, man, they'll tell you they like to go 5 wide. You know why? Because they can read exactly what the defense is doing. They spread you all the way out. He read the defense right away, got the ball out quick to his playmaker so he could do his job. Nice job seeing what the defense was doing.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's Williams to throw. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Now, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Williams to the air again. Under fire. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Off the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Going long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Williams throws for the tight end. Got a man, it's Brown. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Pirates peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Rayner. They're working that left side. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks, it's 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The run from the shotgun. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Williams will pass. Throws to the tight end. The short hands, it's Brown. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. It's Williams again. Now he's going to break the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy...
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, East Carolina!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Pirates offense heads out to get this drive underway. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injured Cyclone on the play. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And how about this offense running the...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Breaks the tackle. Open spaces. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Iowa State! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. Here's Williams to throw. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Fires left. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Williams looking for a man. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Williams looking down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams to the air again. Under fire. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Nice job by the defense. It's really hard for a QB to get rid of the football when you got that much pursuit. Defense chasing after him hard, making sure he can't throw the football down the field. Good coverage, really nice speed by this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Williams throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. 1st down and more. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The Pirates trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. It's Williams again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Push down for the tackle.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Throwing, Williams, using his feet to buy time. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, and on 3rd and goal that time, the best news was he didn't take a sack. He was trying to scramble around and find somebody in the end zone. Nobody was there. He gets it back and gets what he can get. And so now you're still down close, and it's decision time for the head coach. Do you go for it or do you settle for 3?
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On the move. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
He's got it on the left. Off to the races. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cyclones. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.